It's enough to drive a governor to drink. Bob McDonnell wants to get Virginia out of the liquor business, says it's not a core function of government. He wants to auction off liquor licenses to the private sector, putting the money, perhaps $500 million, into transportation. But a lot of people want Virginia to stay in the liquor business. They don't want the state to give up the money, about $230 million a year in taxes and profits. It helps pay for such services as schools, health care, and law enforcement. For our freshman Republican governor, selling off the public monopoly on booze seemed a no-brainer. His polling during the campaign showed voters partial to using the proceeds for roads. But a funny thing happened on the way to privatization. First, Senate Democrats, many of them from the suburbs, said no way. It goes without saying they don't want McDonnell to look good, but they have it bad for holding cash they can use for their pet programs. Next, rural Republicans raised a red flag. They like the status quo, and not just for financial reasons. A state store in the countryside satisfies several needs. Among them, it's always going to be there, providing a service that might vanish if left to a private business preoccupied with profits. Religious opposition to privatization spans the philosophical spectrum. Liberals don't understand why McDonnell wants to dismantle a government agency that's lauded for something government isn't supposed to be: efficient, reliable. Some conservatives don't like booze altogether, but they say if it's got to be sold, then the state should do it. And centrists aren't buying McDonnell's promised windfall for transportation. They see privatization as a financial disaster waiting to happen. If all this isn't bad enough, there are business interests, influential business interests, massing against privatization. Wine and beer distributors, who throw a lot of money at legislative campaigns, are worried about competition. And smaller retailers, the mom and pops, and the convenience stores, fear that liquor licenses would go only to big box stores and national chains. It'll be another 2 weeks before McDonnell lays out an actual plan, one that makes dollars and cents. But you've got to wonder, with all the obstacles McDonnell's facing, could it include a strategic retreat? For TimesDispatch.com, this is Jeff Schapiro.